Uh, let's invite Dr. Ashwat Narayan live onto our platform now. And till Dr. Ashwat Narayan comes on live, let me start his brief introduction here. Dr. Ashwat Narayan is currently the Minister for Higher Education, Information Technology, Biotechnology, Science and Technology, and Skill Development, Entrepreneurship and Livelihood for the Government of Karnataka. He is also former Deputy Chief Minister of Government of Karnataka. Dr. Ashwat Narayan is 10th Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka and current Minister of Higher Education, ITBT, as I said. He is also member of Karnataka Legislative Assembly, representing BJP from Malleshwaram constituency in our Bangalore city. He is a multifaceted personality and a firm believer of technology. Dr. Ashwat Narayan is an educationalist, healthcare entrepreneur, and philanthropist. Dr. Ashwat Narayan has enabled introduction of health insurance scheme, pension schemes for widows, handicaps, and senior citizen, daycare center for senior citizen, Seva Kendras in each of his wards. Also, zero garbage, waste recycle, modernizing old establishment, development of parks, gyms, aerobic center, etc. Dr. Ashwat Narayan completed his MBBS degree from Kasturba Medical College, Bangalore, and after completing his schooling in Bangalore and Shimoga, he went to Kasturba Medical College, Manipal to complete his medical degree, where he was also president of Students Union, and upon completing the course, he became president of Junior Doctors Association. He started also a Padma Shri Charitable Trust, which is running group of educational institution which offers various courses in various fields of education. With that introduction, I'd like to invite Dr. Ashwat Narayan to present us his thoughts and his keynote here.
Good morning to all the dignitaries participating in this event. Indian Electronic and Semiconductor Association is a very premier organization. It's been doing an excellent job of promoting the electronic industry and the semiconductor industry in terms of product development, research development, and production of the electronic goods. Since all of you are celebrating the 16th edition of the ISA Vision Summit 2021, focused on India's accelerated ESDM growth, the defining decade. So in this backdrop, the electronic field requirement and application and consumption has improved drastically. In this direction, how much we do less. Probably India still is dependent on imports. The market size is of 300 billion. The import is of 200 billion US dollar. And for the semiconductor, the import is more than 24 billion. For all these good reasons, we need to strengthen and promote the design as well as the manufacturing in our country. And we need to do many more things to ensure that the self-sufficiency of our country is being effectively addressed, fulfilling the requirement of our country, as well as ensuring we become the export base for the other parts of the world. Since we do have a lot of talent, and we are the state of Karnataka, we have 64% share of the export of the chip design, and we do have among the 100 chip design companies, the 75 are based in the state of Karnataka. We do have a lot of presence, and more so in the electronic manufacturing, we do contribute 10% of the output. The design is happening, the manufacturing also needs to be encouraged. So in this direction, we came out with a special incentive for the ESDM policy. It was announced last year, which is the best in the country, the policy with regard to the PLI 1% subsidy as well as the capital subsidy of 20%, and more so the 25% land cost also will be provided whoever is establishing in the state of Karnataka. It is along with the government of India policy. The capital subsidy almost it comes up to 45%, and plus a land subsidy of 25%. It's been given beyond Bangalore. Surrounding Bangalore, we don't provide any subsidy, but for the units established beyond Bangalore, we do provide all this subsidy in the terms of PLI as well as the power subsidy, the stamp duty exemption, many more incentives have been given. And more so in this direction, we had initiated the SAFAL, a collaboration between the government of Karnataka and the ISA and the Hubli Haley Institution. We have set up a SAFAL institution for the incubation of the startups, which has been doing successfully. And we do have Center of Excellence where the industry has come together and we have established excellent Center of Excellence where the good things and good work is going on to strengthen and promote this industry in all the way in all the sectors. So along with this, the education sector, a lot of reforms has been brought in, and the national education policy announced by our Honorable Prime Minister is very suitable and appropriate in this need of the hour, bring in a lot of revamp in the entire education system so that the entire industry expectation in the terms of employability or the quality education, making them industry ready, the most important aspect, since many of the times what we see and hear, the quality of the education is not good enough to match up the requirement of the industry. So in this direction, we were the first people in the entire country to implement the national education policy effectively, bringing in a lot of changes in the program structure, completely revising and revamping the entire curriculum and the program structure and making it broader to bring in, integrate the liberal arts and as well as the way they are going to learn the basic core competence of the each subject is emphasized a lot. The learning happens in each and every second and minute, each and every hour. Learning has been emphasized such that is core competence, improvise, not just rote learning. They're emphasizing more on the core concepts, and more so the evaluation system has been drastically changed to evaluating each and every class-based, day-based evaluation happens, and the comprehensive learning also happens very effectively. So, along with this, the polytechnic education also has been completely revamped, and we have reached out to the industry, and the industry has also come forward with excellent support in the terms of revising in the polytechnic GTTC, and as well as the polytechnic education also is not a small number. We do have 70 institutes. Engineering, we do have 220 institutes, highest in the country. The polytechnic, we are the highest. Along with this, the ITI also industrial training institutions. The infrastructure has been scaled up to the international level, wherein the facility of the latest Industry 4.0 facility has been provided in 150 institutions. Open up and on the November 1st of this year, going to open the facilities, and through the facility, ITA institution, over 150 institutions, benefiting more than 20,000 students, probably even the students from other institutions, the benefits. And along with this, the skill development department, we are working towards the industry connect. This industry connect, depending on the demand and supply, whatever is required by the industry, we are willing to provide the kind of manpower in the terms of the government itself will be spending money, train the manpower to fulfill the requirement of the industry, the expectation, whatever the industry expects. depending on the demand. Based on the demand, we are willing to cater the requirement. And in this direction, we have kept entire portal. We have developed a portal for the industries to place the request, what kind of numbers are required, how is required. Based on that, we are willing the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya program in the rural area also, we can get the trained to fulfill the requirement of the industry, provide for each and every person training that too, particularly in Deen Dayal Upadhyaya, 40,000 lakh rupees is mark to train each and every person. And I think it's a big money catered to the big numbers of the industry. So whatever is required by the industry, supplement in SDM policy for requirement. Probably we are well placed to address the high-end requirement of engineers as well as the basic requirement for the production and manufacturing of the electronic goods. Both the aspects have been effective forward for the industry, collaborate and work along with our institution. Probably our doors are open and we can forward and benefit the industry as well as the institutions to future, and more so to meet the challenges what we are facing. What scenario we have the best possible engineers as well as the workers to work in the both the segment as well as the support for the establishment of the manufacturing industry as well as the research and development. In the research and development, the first people to come with any policy, the entire country. In that also, we have earmarked more than 100 crores for exclusive for the engineering policy to that the state of Karnataka remains the base in the terms of art. Many of the companies is their base in the state of Karnataka. Their take it to any levels and more since the opportunities plenty, more than 200 billion as 100 billion electronics export is happening. Billion US dollars conductor chips have been imported. There is vast scope. Direction government of India is also will encourage, emphasize a lot. Is emphasizing here in the entire economy directions. Also, yes, the process for the company. Culture to all the sector, all the spaces that probably these are the way, but we are any more suggestion, whatever is the suggestion from pick it up and forward shoot state of Karnataka best place to the business or the of the R&D or the manufacturing way we can both is a need for work together, do our best. Our doors have been open. KEDEM, first of its kind, other than Singapore, we are the first people to them. Also is a part of KEDEM. Probably you're part of the government. You are not the government care. Probably ISA time is in the government. Best in your thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Ashwath Narayan, for all that information. We really appreciate ISA and Semiconductor and Electronic Industries partnership with Government of Karnataka, with examples like SAFL and KDEM and so many initiatives. Actually, industry is extremely happy in collaboration with the Government of Karnataka here. We look forward to continued cooperation, collaboration with Government of Karnataka in Bangalore. And thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming live to talk to our audience. Thank you very much, sir.